you're using NixOS and you're using NeoVim, there's no reason you shouldn't be using NixVim. The best way and the easiest way to do everything the same way without having any sort of formatting, keeping track of package managers, all that sort of stuff. So we're just going to get that set up today, the most bare bones from an even more bare bones starting point. So as you can see here, this is my NixOS setup. All I can do is open this and look at a browser. Vim currently is just Vim. I don't have any sort of NeoVim, no NixVim. So we're starting from scratch. And if we look in here, oh, this is really small. If we look in here, all we've got is this, and we have the most simple configuration.nix, and you can see Vim is quite easily and simply set up. So what we're going to do here is make a separate file, or I think this is the easiest way to start off at least. We'll go to the same folder. So here we are back in the same spot, and we're going to make a file called, we'll just call it NixVim.nix. Oh, of course, sudo touch NixVim.nix. Alright, we're already on our way. So what we're going to do here is open up this file, and we're going to paste in this little section here, which is essentially just an import. This lets you use the NixVim options as a module, like you do use options in here as well. So what we're going to do after this is we need to enable it. So now that we have this imported, what we'll do here is we'll start configuring stuff. So, whoops, gotta remember that I do not have caps lock as escape on this. We want to enable it. Otherwise it'd be kind of useless. Other thing that's useful is the Vim alias. True. Maybe you're old school, so maybe you want the VI alias to be true as well. I like color scheme. Grove box. Enable. True. And then the next thing I'm going to do is the opt. This is where you do all of the Vim, like all the things you do when you want to do, like, for example, set number, but you want that to happen every time. You do that in this section here. Oh, it's ops. So then we can do this. Actually, let's make a thing here so we don't forget it. And so now we can do like number, true, relative number, true. Save that. Okay, let's just leave it like this for now. We don't need that there. Oh, another thing we might want to do is this default editor. Cool. So now we got a little classy setup here. What we'll do is we'll go over to this, and at the very top of the file where we import the hardware configuration, let's just do the same thing. Oh, I guess we're going from spaces. But we called it NixVim.nix. Now it knows to read in our file we've written over here. So let's give it a testaroonie. Let's make this bigger. NixOS rebuild test. You will be rebuilding a lot, so it will oftentimes not don't do rebuild switch every time. So what are we doing here? Oh, we forgot a colon. So let's write that. Try this again. We got a syntax error highlighting where. Why is that? Maybe we forgot an S there. Let's see. Oh, I see the problem. We are missing the final one of these. Let's try that out. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I think I found the problem. We can't use get without get. So let's install that. And NixVim. Let's comment this out real fast. Try that. Your setup can't be so bare bones it doesn't even know how to install anything. Alright, let's do that now. Okay, here we go. Unpacking. Now it's working. So we fixed that problem by, on line 6 here, this has to have at the end of the file its corresponding squirrely queue, and obviously because Git is how it knows where to download stuff like this from, you have to have Git installed on your configuration in the first place, which we did before. Whoops, let me undo that. Geez, well that took a while. My internet's a bit slow, but here we go. So it's rebuilt. Let's see now if I open up something. Oh, look at that. So turns out our thing has worked. So let's just close everything here. And we'll open up some windows again. I'll make them bigger so we can see. Etsy, NixOS. What did I call it? NixVim? Cool. And I can move it like this. Alright, so the next thing we always want to do here is most people like plugins. So let's chuck some plugins in. This is easy too. You can just do plugins equals another one of these bad boys. Well, maybe I'll put it here. And now we can just kind of start installing stuff. So what are some classic ones? Telescope.enable. True. Oh, people like this. We'll do this. Is it LSP server or LSP serve? Okay, I think it's just LSP enable. True. Whoops. Lua line. That looks cool. So we'll just do that. I'm not going to break any of these out, but you can also do like, well, here, I guess I could do just as a change here. Let's do, so you can see, I think you can do it like this as well. And you can enable extra settings if you know you want them. So let's just kind of give this a tester here. Go over here. It's always worth, when you're making changes to check stuff. Yep, didn't work. Okay, why not? Do I have to do equals? Okay, that seems to work. So you check the equals in there. And so you can always add extra settings in here if you were feeling crazy. Oh, I should install web dev icon. So let's just do that as we do it. So web dev icons.enable equals true. That should fix that error at the beginning. You can see why you do test here, not rebuild every time switch, because you'll get like a million variations or versions at the beginning when you log in. So while that goes, the next cool thing that people like a lot is the LSP. So now we can just do lsp.server equals, actually I think it's servers equals, break it out, and then I don't know what they're called, like this maybe? From the Nix one, and then there's another one like Nix'ed. I'll look these up. Yeah, that seems right. Equals true. So that's how you do that. Plugins. That rebuild just fine. We'll do it again here actually in the meantime. And then the other thing we can do is back here. Oops, I would keep doing that because I keep pressing caps lock. Okay. This is the servers one, right? I want to make sure. Yeah, okay, so now the other one that's classic is the key maps. This one you do in these brackets, and then in the middle, you make them like this. So we do key mode action, all with an equals, and then it's pretty easy. So you can do quotes. Let's say leader, and we'll do F, and we'll do that in normal mode, and let's say that opens, I think you do it in quotes, like this, telescope, find files. We didn't do leader, so at the top here we'll do, you can define them up here, so globals.map leader, I think, and then you do, let's do it with a space. Okay, so this is actually just a lowercase l, and down here we'll do, you don't want to forget all these. Whoops. And we need the carriage return here, otherwise it doesn't hit enter for you. That's what that means. So let's do a rebuild. See if we've forgotten everything. All right, let's see. Globals, map. Oh, this one we didn't do this. And actually, I don't think it needs that. And then up here we need the return. Let's try that out. Have another error somewhere. Classic. Find out where this one is. Oh, that's not right. Plugins, we're missing one here. I kind of like to keep spaces between these because then you can really, tell where the squirrely cues are going. So that one should be that one. That one should be that one. Those. Okay, let's try that out. Oh, that looks like it worked. So once that rebuilds, we'll relaunch Vim here and we'll see if we have Lua-Line and if the telescope situation is working. Okay, so that finished rebuilding. So we should be good now to quit this, and let's just do it again. Okay, whoa, there we go. So now you'll see we got relative numbers. We have the warnings on the side from the LSP server. And we got the lure line at the bottom. I should be able to leader this to find telescope. Oh, but nothing's happening. Oh, I know what that is. That's because we don't have rip grep. All of these cool fuzzy finding programs seem to use rip grep, so let's just go into here real fast. And we'll go to the bottom, and I think we'll just toss it in here. Rip grep. And then if we rebuild again, classic, keep rebuilding. Okay, so this is finishing up now, as you can see there on the left. Oh, that's the right. Whoops. Alright, so let's do this again. And telescope. Maybe? Maybe not. And rip. Grip. Okay, no, it's on there. Oh, duh. I'm in a folder with no files. Oops, let's just do this. There we go. Now you can see the files here. So you need grep, and you also need files. Duh. What other things people do or like to do? I guess I'll put some more key bindings in here because I have some that I like. Cool, so let's just do... Okay. So now we can do leader W and leader Q to quit and to write. Whoops, making more files called that. Let's just do another one of these in the meantime. And then at the top here, some other stuff that people like to do. Ops, you know, you can do like line break equals true. Sometimes you get some funny shifting of the, what am I trying to say here, like the column. So you can do sign column, and this one is called this for an unknown reason. It does show like that. That strangeness should go away with this written there. So let's rebuild again. Oh, need one of these every time. And really, that's pretty much it. From here, you can do whatever you want. You just keep throwing plugins in the list, you know. Anything else, like oil, let's say, you can enable that. You throw all the settings in. You can break it out and change all the settings here. Throw your servers in here, or like whatever these are called, like your LSP libraries maybe. And then all of your mappings you sort of do like this. You define them in this kind of table with key, which is what you're going to press, the mode, which is normal mode, for example, and then the action you want it to take. And really, that's about it. It's pretty easy. Let's just open this up again. There we go. The width is fixed now, even when I go into insert mode and change. So, I mean, that's it. You can get as wild as you want with that. All we really did was throw a line in here. We created that file, which is this one here. We also installed rip grep, because you need that for telescope. And then we made some files so you could see it. It's just some notes, some files, or some of these programs use built-in stuff. So you might have to throw some extra stuff in your actual install. And other than that, there you go. You can just keep customizing this to your heart's desire.